Greetings, all you Jackson Jennets out there, and thank you for tuning into your daily dose of donkey with Ginger. It's that time of week. We bring you the Donk Nation Power Rankings, the Donk Nation Power Index, Gingy's Power Rankings, Lasker's Power Rankings. It's a fun time. And if the stream's laggy again, I apologize to everybody. I'm doing my best to try and figure out what the heck is going on, but oh boy, things have been crazy over here in Alaska, I guess. It must be the cold making my internet super laggy or something. Who knows what's going on. But it's time for us to bring you some fun news. Our new top 10. And might I say, it feels like the team that's been there forever was welcomed back to its throne this week. But if you don't know, the Donk Nation Top 10 is a cumulative rankings between Gingy, Laskers, and the Power Index. So let's start at the bottom. We have coming in at 10th, the Baltimore Ravens. Well, they won another game in typical Baltimore Raven fashion with a backup quarterback. Can't hold it against them. Next up, we have the Chiefs coming in at number 9, and this is a team that's playing better and better football. The defense is looking good, and the offense isn't turning the ball over. Watch out. Number 8, we have the Buffalo Bills. They're struggling. Number 7, New England Patriots is a team I've been hyping up for a while, and I'm about to hype up another team before we get into the index. And they're playing great football, have the number 1 ranked defense. Mac Jones is getting better. 6, we have the L.A. Rams. And, well, they're still a talented bunch, so you can't hold too much against them, but they got to start figuring it out as their last couple weeks haven't been good. Coming off the bye, they got to get it going. Next up, we have 5 and 4. That's a tie between your Tennessee Titans and your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tampa Bay team dealing with a bunch of injuries on defense, and Tom Brady turning the ball over like 3 straight games, kind of a rarity. Tennessee just cut Adrian Peterson as he wasn't able to fill in for Henry, and they better hope they start getting healthy. Let's get to number 3. We got the explosive Dallas Cowboys, who were held absolutely in check by the Kansas City Chiefs, but still a scary team, still really good. And Micah Parsons might be your defensive rookie of the year. The kid is playing out of his mind. Number 2, we have the Green Bay Packers. And it's kind of weird to say that the offense is what's holding this team back, but it kind of is. Aaron Rodgers has not been super explosive this year. That offense is bottom half of the league in terms of points per game, but that defense is playing some great football. And at number 1, a team who's 2-1, won 2 out of the 3 games with a backup quarterback, Colt McCoy. That's your Arizona Cardinals. And I have to say, I love watching James Conner score touchdowns for them because I will always love James Conner no matter where he plays. So that's great to see. Right there's your Donk Nation Top 10. You know what it is. There is one team that came in 11th, and I have to call out both Laskers and Gingy for not mentioning this team as they went and spanked the Buffalo Bills. And that is the red-hot Indianapolis Colts. I believe they're winners of 6 of their last 8, or at least their last 3. And if you look at their losses, they've been competitive pretty much in every game. Team that struggled at an 0-3 start playing some good teams. But I'll tell you right now, the Colts is a team I'm saying watch out for, because if they just keep letting Jonathan Taylor run the ball the way he is, that defense is starting to play better and better when they're not on the field all the time. That is a scary team, especially when you're getting into winter football. And I have to say, just like I mentioned New England as a team that was rising before, I think the Colts are going to be a team that's up on the rise. Now let's get into your power index. We got the biggest movers. Vegas again finds itself on the biggest fall-in list as it moved down 4 spots, along with New Orleans. Both were down 4. But Vegas, that's 12, 13 spots you dropped in the last couple weeks. You got to start playing better. That's 3 straight losses. And the biggest mover in the positive direction was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as they went up 5. Now let's start at the bottom again. We'll go 32 through 20 pretty quick as these are teams that it's now or never for a lot of them. And a couple of them I said it was now or never for made the move in the right direction. So let's go. Jets fall down to the 32nd rank. Just playing terrible football. Detroit, another close game, but not a win, so they're staying at 31. Jacksonville falls down to 30. The Houston Texans move up to 29 after beating the Tennessee Titans. Atlanta at 28. Matt Ryan. It's hard when you're a veteran not winning. Chicago's there at 27. Rumors they're going to fire Nagy after the game. The tomorrow, Turkey Day for everybody, Thanksgiving. Let's go. Giants come in at 27, not much to say there. Miami comes in at 25, playing better football since Tua got better, maybe a team that keeps moving up. Washington, another win, moves up to 24. Seattle falls down to 23. Team hasn't really got clicking with Rush yet. Vegas down to 22, just playing bad football. Carolina, Cam couldn't get the win this week, down to 21. And San Francisco comes in at 20, a team that's starting to move up, winning some football games. Now let's get 19 through 11. We got Philadelphia, Jekyll and Hyde, but more good recently. Cleveland barely beat Detroit, but beat them, so they're up to 18. 17, you got Minnesota, big win over Green Bay. Denver at 16, the 500 team needs to move. Pittsburgh at 16, Pittsburgh, Denver's at 16. Pittsburgh comes in at 15. It's a team that hard lost to the Chargers. Really needs to get it going because this schedule doesn't get easy. Chargers come in at 14 after the win over the Steelers. 13, you got the New Orleans Saints. Just haven't looked the same since losing Jameis. 12, we have the Baltimore Ravens winning with a backup. Made you drop a little bit because it wasn't impressive, but still important to get that win. And just missing now in the top 10, is your Kansas City Chiefs playing better football. The defense looking better. The offense not turning the ball over, but still not a top 10 unit either direction. So we get into our top 10. We have the Cincinnati Bengals playing good football, top 10 defense, top 10 offense, decent record. 9, you have Indy, who's just playing great football recently. Jonathan Taylor's trying to be that running back who maybe gets a little bit of MVP talk. 8, you have the Tennessee Titans, a hard loss to another bad team like Houston. That's 2 bad losses on the year for them. Just, ugh. Rams come in at 7. Not much to say there. Aaron Donald's still a beast, but that offense needs to get it together. Green Bay comes in at 6 because the power rankings just don't like the fact that that offense is 18th in the league in scoring. Buffalo comes in at number 5 because, again, top 5 offense, top 5 defense, top 5 in turnover margin. Not number 1 anymore, though, as number 1 turnover margin is the Colts. Number 4, we got New England. Top 10 offense, number 1 defense, good turnover margin, and are playing great football with only losses to good teams. Tampa Bay comes in at number 3. I hope I said New England before. Number 3 is your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Tom Brady-led team, you know they're always going to be having a good regular season. And number 2 is the Dallas Cowboys as a top 10 offense, top 10 defense. And you know what? I'm not going to hold too much against them with Kansas City. You lose a guy like Amari Cooper due to the COVID thing. I understand they should have done a lot better, but one bad game's not going to kill it for me. And then number 1, how'd you not say Arizona? This is a team winning games with a backup quarterback. Hopefully Kyler gets back. And like I said before, my biggest knock on them was, can Kyler Murray stay healthy? So far the answer has been no, but they're winning the games anyway, so not going to get held against them. That's your power index. Let me know what you think. Let me know how I did. Let me know what your rankings are for it. But now, we made Gingy. We made Laskers. Do the homework again. So once again, I got to present to you their top 10 at least. Let's start with Gingy. We'll go 10 to 1. We got Buffalo, New England, Baltimore, Kansas City. Nice AFC feel into this power rankings at the bottom. All teams that are... Well, 2 teams that are rising up and 2 teams that are falling down, really. Baltimore and Buffalo, and then New England, KC on the rise. Then you have Dallas at 6. The top 5 goes Tampa, Rams, Titans, Packers, Cardinals. What can you say? I talked about all those teams. All good places for them. Laskers, I think, again, they had all the same teams, but they had them in a little different places. As this one goes Buffalo, New England, Kansas City, Baltimore. Okay, can't argue there. Then the NFC teams go Tampa Bay, Rams, Dallas. A little different in that rankings. It's not as high on the Bucs, and really with that defense playing the way it is, I don't think you can be too high on them. And then you have the Titans, Packers, Cardinals for there. Guys are really holding out that the Titans loss to Houston was a fluke. I mean, I know the conditions were terrible, so you can't argue with them there. And let's be honest, Tannehill has to stop turning the ball over if they want to be a top 5 team, which they very much are capable of, especially if they get Derrick Henry back. That concludes this. You know I don't have any shout-outs because I love it when everyone tunes into the flagship episode and gets to hear the awesome banter. I really hope the stream didn't lag so you didn't miss anything. If it did, I am working my best to try and figure out the best way to do this, but I don't have a PC that's capable of doing any of this stuff, so Xbox is my best bet, and my Xbox is being all sorts of weird recently, so I am trying my best, Donk Nation, I promise. Your boy the Viking Donkey is doing all he can. Feel free to reach me on the socials, Viking Donkey, Xbox, Viking_Donkey, Twitch and Twitter. Go ahead and reach me on the Daily Dose of Donkey with Ginger. Leave a comment, leave a like, let me know what you think. I appreciate everyone who tunes into this power ranking show. I'm going to try to figure out some more content to add, or maybe some more way to make the power ranking power index interesting. But Steeler Nation, hard loss. Donk Nation, most of us are Steeler Nation, so a hard loss for us. But it's almost Turkey Day. We have plenty to be thankful for. We still control our own destiny, so let's get out and get it. Tune in this weekend. Hear what we're talking about. Hear what we think is going to go on this week. What happened last week. Donk Nation, Steeler Nation, wave them if you got them.